What's up, world? How's everybody doing today, tomorrow, tonight, yesterday, day before? As I always say, whatever time, realm, dimension you're living in, whenever you're listening to this or watching this, I hope you're doing great, feeling blessed, no stress. The world is a stressful place right now, full of stressful things. It's crazy. Month of April. What can you say? It's a crazy month, full of crazy things. Everything from bad weather, tornadoes, earthquakes, terrorism, death, destruction. April throughout history has been known to be a month of death, a month of crazy times throughout history. Right now, you got to look what's going on in the news with guys like Trump. He's out there flexing his muscles, getting his douchebaggery on with his schmedium. He's got the Moab muscles. He's already gotten into it with Syria. It's a big whodunit. Everybody's pointing fingers. Was it the rebels? Was it the president? Was it us? Who knows? I think we all might know the answer, though. Seeing as Obama got rid of those weapons back in the day. Yeah, sure. Then you got him running over there, dropping that Moab, doing a big, quick flex off, trying to show off to little Kim Ung. He's over there stuffing his face, eating some cookies, getting his cookies on. Trump shows up with the whole armada now. He just sent more ships over there. You know, why not have World War III pop off right now? Wasn't that long ago. On April 6th, 1917, World War I started after Congress approved a declaration of war. And ironically, I look at where we're standing today, here in the month of April, and World War III looks like it's right around the corner. The chess pieces are set, the board's ready to go. Trump's not backing out of this game till he gets a punch or two. North Korea says if a BB shoots their way, they're going to pop nukes off, but we don't know if they can even get them off the ground, which means they'll dump them into anybody's lap they can. Being here in the month of April, it worries me more than any other time because looking throughout history, April has just been full of death, war, destruction, tragedy, terrorism, you name it. April's had more of it than any other month. Like I say, from earthquakes to tornadoes to terrorism to death, tragedy, April's just full of it. I've made a list of things that have happened, events that have taken place in the month of April throughout history and going all the way back into the 1700s and on. And like I say, you have to wonder, is this coincidence? Or who's pulling the strings? Who's making the sacrifices? Does it just so happen that the air is just right for death when it comes to April? The season's perfect. Fall, you get the leaves changing. April, you get everybody dying. Now, the list I've made, I could have made much larger. And I could have gone into detail on every event that took place. And I know some of you might say, hey man, you should have said this or said that. I'm just giving a quick overview so we can understand what kind of things have happened in April. Starting all the way back in April 18th, 1775, Massachusetts. The British come to arrest Samuel Adams and John Hancock. And we get the famous line, warning the people the British are coming, the British are coming. Fast forward. April 14th, 1865, Lincoln is assassinated at the Ford Theater while watching a play. Sorry, stoners. April 20th, 1889, Adolf Hitler is born and grows up to, well, you all know the rest of that story. On a side note, if you guys don't mind commenting, did he have blue eyes or brown eyes? April 15th, 1912, the Titanic sinks after hitting an iceberg, killing 1,517 men, women, and children, going down as one of the most famous tragic shipwrecks ever. Sorry again, stoners. April 20th, 1914. 25 striking coal miners and their families were killed in the Ludlow Massacre by the National Guard teaming up with the Colorado Fuel and Iron Company. It just so happens John D. Rockefeller Jr. owned that mine. A total of 39 people were killed. April 14th, 1935, known as Black Sunday. A storm causes the infamous Dust Bowl, causing hundreds of thousands of people to relocate, altering their lives completely. April 15th, 1927, 15 inches of rain falls on the Mississippi River that was already at max, causing the Great Mississippi Flood, killing 246 people in over 7 states, affecting 630,000 people, going down as one of the worst floods ever. April 16th, 1947, the Texas City disaster was the deadliest industrial accidents in U.S. history, killing 575 people. Basically, it was one of the first fertilizer plant storage facilities, and one of the ships out in the yard had some kind of accident where it exploded. April 18th, 1906, the San Francisco earthquake. It was one of the worst in history with a 7.8 magnitude on the Richter scale, killing more than 3,000 people. Now, I'd hate to see one like that hit California today, or even worse. They're overdue. April 4th, 1968, Martin Luther King Jr. was shot dead while standing on his balcony on a second-floor room in a motel, Memphis, Tennessee. April 18th, 1983, at the U.S. Embassy in Beirut, 63 people were killed when a suicide bomber in Lebanon drove a van filled with an explosive into the American embassy. 3.5 months later, Ronald Reagan orders troops to withdraw from Lebanon. April 19th, 1989, 47 seamen on a trading cruise along the Puerto Rican coast are killed when a gun misfires. Someone left the door to the big gun there open, and when it fired, the shock wave came out because the blast door wasn't closed and killed all those people. This is one that you might comment on, I know, because a lot of people have studied this subject a lot, but I'm going to keep it kind of basic. April 18th, 1992, Ruby Ridge. During a standoff, an FBI helicopter reported that they had supposedly been shot at, escalated, and eventually leading to the deaths of Randy Weaver, his family, and one friend. At least that's the official story. April 19th, 1995. Before 9/11, the Oklahoma City bombing was the worst act of terrorism, so-called terrorism, on American soil, killing 168, injuring 680 others, also leading to phrases such as homegrown or domestic terrorism. And that's one of the first things when I was 15, it opened up my eyes, kind of led me into this world, knowing things weren't always what they may seem. April 15th, 1989, the Hillsborough disaster. During the FA Cup soccer match in Sheffield Stadium located in England, the stadium was basically packed to capacity. The fans started to move forward and one of the fences gave way. People were crushed and trampled. Over 96 died, 766 injured. One of the worst stadium accidents in history. April 17th, 2013, an ammonium nitrate explosion at the West Fertilizer Company storage facility in West Texas killed 15 and injured 160, destroyed over 150 buildings, and damage like you've never seen. It's an amazing explosion. April 22nd, 2010, the Deepwater Horizon rig exploded, killing 11, causing the largest offshore oil spill in U.S. history. And they're still finding traces of oil to this day. It changed the Gulf as we know it. People's lives were disrupted like you can't believe. Their livelihoods taken away. That was a disaster that just started a domino effect like no other. April 16th, 2007, Virginia Tech massacre. Sang Hu Cho killed 32 people and wounded 17 others in 2 separate attacks 2 hours apart. Then he committed suicide. 420 again. April 20th, 1999. At Columbine High School in Colorado, 2 students went on a killing spree. Armed with guns, homemade bombs, firebombs, killed 12 and injured 24 before the pair eventually committed suicide. April 19th, 1993. A 51-day siege ended in Waco, Texas, when 76 Branch Davidian, including David Koresh, barricaded themselves inside. Attorney Janet Reno approved FBI agents to proceed on a final assault to try and remove the Davidians by force. During this, the building caught fire and all 76 were killed, out of that 17 being children. At least, once again, that's the official story. April 15th, 2013, Boston Marathon bombing. A series of 2 attacks targeting spectators using 2 pressure cooker bombs. They killed 3 and injured an estimated 264. And just this past week, 126 people killed in Syria when a bomb went off hitting a convoy of buses. Out of the 126, 68 were children. So many more things from the month of April. So like I said, what's going on here? Is this all just coincidence? Or is there much more to it? And really, the question you have to ask yourself is, what's next? Are we going to see WW3 pop off before the end of this month? Where do we stand right now? Is it just the stars aligning, the planets aligning? Or do they choose April for a reason? We have plenty of time left in this month for things to happen. And history shows that something just might happen. And happen soon. The 20th is right around the corner. They seem to like that date a lot. So with all these crazy things going on, keep your eyes peeled to the news. Keep your eyes peeled to the real news. Not that mainstream crap. Not only keep your eyes open, keep your mind open. Try to look through the crap that they put in front of you. Filter through it. And be careful. You never know what April's going to bring you. As I always say, you never know what tomorrow is going to bring or take away. So reading stories like this, it makes you think. Tomorrow can always be a day that you don't expect. It can bring things you don't expect. So take every second. Live to the max. Love to the max. Enjoy every second with your family, your friends, whoever it may be that you care for. Take that time to enjoy them. Because we don't know what time we have left. And that's not saying for the now. That's just saying in general. You never know what time you have left. So enjoy every second. So is April just April? Or is it one big April Fool's? Have we been fooled throughout history? Is this their month to do everything? I don't know. I don't have the answers. Maybe some of you do. Comment if you'd like. As far as the comments go, guys, thank you so much. If it wasn't for y'all, I wouldn't be doing this. Well, I might be sitting there talking to myself. I'll talk to anything half the time. But again, from the bottom of my heart, I'm sorry I haven't been answering the comments all the time. I've just been busy. I'm back up to 60-hour work weeks. Full-time daddy. It's a crazy time in my life right now also. Work's going overdrive. But once again, from the bottom of my heart, thank you guys. And everybody out there, like I say, love hard, live hard. If you got to, work hard. And like always, y'all stay blessed. Y'all stay incredible. See ya.